Hi there. This video is designed to show you how to use rope ends on the ends of rope. The rope ends are something that work in conjunction with the rope clamps if you want, or you can use them as a standalone thing. And not a lot of people know about these, but they're really cool, and for the money I think they're tough to beat. I'm going to show you how to use them on different types of rope right now. The most common rope that rope ends get used for is double braid nylon. That's because people will put them on the end of their dock lines or any sort of architectural or decorative application, and they work fantastic. But no matter what type of rope you're using, whether it's double braid nylon or even 3-strand nylon or 3-strand polyester, the most important thing to know is that you have to hot knife cut the ends of this rope in order for it to work. On our splicing table here, I happen to have a hot knife cutter. I'll show you how this works. It's really easy. You just put the rope on here after it heats up. It cuts the rope, and more importantly, it melts the end, and that's really what we're going for. If you look at that with the overhead camera, you can see how it's cut and melted on the end there. I'll let you take a look at that. This is the most important step. It has to be melted and cut nice and square. A lot of you may not have hot knife cutters. We happen to sell them here, and if you're going to be doing a lot of rope ends, you definitely want to pick one up. But if you don't have one, tape the end of the rope first, and you can use any sort of heat source to finish that off. If you have an old iron, that works pretty well. A flame source will help melt those ends as well. But what you want to do is make sure that it's not mushroomed out. If you have that, then it's not going to fit over that end cap. Now that we have our rope cut and melted and it's nice and square, we're ready to go. If you were to look at the inside of this rope end, you'll see it's somewhat rifled, kind of like a rifle barrel. And those little fins are going to help guide the rope end over the end of the rope. It's really simple. That just pops down over the end of the rope like so. The other component to this high-tech device is a stainless steel screw. You want to look through here on the end, and you'll be able to sight right down there and make sure that the rope is indeed all the way to the end of the rope cap. If it's not, if it's halfway down here, it's not going to work very well. So all you have to do is make sure that's totally to the end of this cap, and you'll be fine. One trick I'll show you is when I put these together, I kind of grab it back here and really make sure that rope is jammed up in there. That way, as you come back and put this screw in there, you're not forcing the rope out the other end. It's a simple thing, but you'd be surprised how many people don't do that. Take your screwdriver, drive that screw head in there, and you'll feel it start to bite and engage. You don't want to strip it out, but once you get some decent pressure, that's all you need to do. And ta-da, that's it. That's how easy it is to use. And I can put some pretty decent pressure on that end, and it's not going anywhere. If you were a stronger guy than me, you could probably work up the strength and pull that thing out of there. But for most people, that is a really nice finished end on rope. So for dock lines, artistic displays, especially if you're somebody that's in charge of the floor set or visual display at your company, we've had some window displays, some really cool ones using different color rope with rope ends, and it's just a nice finished look. It's pretty cool, and these are not that expensive. They're easy to use, and the look, in my opinion, is really nice. So that's double braid nylon. Let's say you've got something like 3-strand nylon. I already went ahead and hot knife cut this. This particular size is 5/8, so you would use a 5/8 clamp. I'm sorry, 5/8 rope end. Obviously, if you're using a 3/8 rope, 1/4-inch rope, you would get the rope end that's sized accordingly. You can pick whatever color you want, the white, the blue, the red, the green, the black. They all work the same way. We put that end cap on there, take the screw, and go ahead and tighten that up. Again, I'm holding that rope up in there so that it doesn't pop out the other end. Tighten it up, and you can start to feel it engage. That screw head is burrowing into that rope, hopefully flaring it out a little bit so that it expands to the outside part of that cap. And same thing. A really good pull on this, and it's not coming out, but that's what it looks like when it's done. It's pretty cool. I mean, you got to admit, to finish up the ends of the rope, it's really neat. It's kind of modern looking. The other options to finishing rope would be to tape the ends. That keeps the rope from unraveling. It's cheap, but really not that cool looking, and eventually that tape will come off of there. So it's not really a permanent way to do it. There's also something called end whipping, and that's a service that we do here in the shop. That is really cool. It looks amazing. It's a very traditional look, and that locks down the ends of the rope so that it doesn't unravel. Definitely worth checking out. Now, some of you might be asking, how about cotton rope or manila rope? Those are great questions. And the thing with these two guys is they're organic fibers. You can't melt them. We can put them on the hot knife cutter all we want to, but this rope will not melt. So, to answer the question, yes, you can use rope ends on these products. I put a rope end on this manila rope here, and I'll give it the pull test, and it's on there pretty good. This is manila rope, no tape or anything. I just put a rope cap on here and a screw, and it's holding on pretty well. Typically, you're not going to see rope ends on these type of products. This is a more modern, contemporary type of thing. These are very traditional products. Just from my experience, we don't sell a lot of the rope ends on manila rope. Doesn't mean you can't, and if you're looking for something cool to put on the end of manila rope for an art display or something, it might be worth checking out. Here's the tricky part with manila and cotton. This rope right here is 5/8 manila, but I need to use a 3/4 inch rope end to put on here. This is this is 5/8 cotton. In order to pull it off, or I'll show you here, this is a 5/8 rope cap or rope end. You can see it's very tough to get that on there. Cotton is a unique animal. It's very easy to oversize that. A lot of people will actually order a size down on the cotton rope, especially on the smaller diameters. The macrame people, if you're doing a macrame project, if they want a 1/4 inch, they might get a 3/16 rope. Cotton is just a unique animal because it does tend to expand like that. My advice to you, rope ends, rope caps on cotton, I wouldn't recommend it. On manila, you can do it, but you want to get a size bigger. So if you're using a 5/8 manila rope, you'd want to get a 3/4. If you're using a 1/2 inch manila rope and you want rope ends on there, if you're using a 1/2 inch manila, you'd want to get a 5/8 end. If you have any questions on this, on how the manila works, or the nylons or polyester, or anything else about the rope ends, and you need more information, or you have questions, or you'd like to place an order for some, you can go to our website at knotandrope.com, or you can feel free to give us a call and talk to a real human. The phone number is 419-873-8300. That's the direct number to our shop, and we'd be more than happy to help you out. Just hit extension 1 when you call in. You'll get somebody in customer service, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Take care.